still. Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to go over here are some basic glute activation slash hip stability movements. So we want to make sure that we're addressing some of the basic movements of the glute, which is external rotation of the femur, internal rotation, and hip abduction and hip extension. So the first exercise we're going to look at is a clamshell. And what we want to do here is we want to take our own hand and put it back here on our hip. And this is to help remind us to turn our hips towards the floor. So belly button to the floor. And also our hand is here to help us feel the contraction of the muscle. From here we want our knees slightly bent in front, and then we're just going to open the knee up, keeping the feet together until we feel a bit of a contraction back here, okay? We want to do this 10 reps slowly and under control. After that 10 reps, we're going to move into straightening the leg out, just the top leg, bottom leg can stay bent. Straighten the top one. We're going to internally rotate now. And from here, we're going to do hip abduction. So we're going to keep the hand here, same position, belly button rolled to the floor with a nice long straight leg, toes turned in. We're going to do hip abduction. And again, same cadence, nice and slow, 10 reps. Third exercise, we're going to lay on our stomach. And what we're going to do is we're going to move our legs slightly out to the side. So we're going to abduct it just out to the side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my thigh off of the floor and try to use the glute max in hip extension. We don't want to lift so high that my hip starts to come off the ground or I start to use my low back. It's just enough that we can feel the glute activate. And again, nice and slow, 10 reps. Once you have a handle on these and they feel pretty easy, you do these exact same exercises, but you're going to add a band around the knees to help add resistance. The next step after this would be to create a longer lever, okay? So the last two exercises we're going to look at again is mostly for glute med, but it's going to handle internal, external, and abduction. So the first one with a nice long straight leg, we're going to bring the leg out in front of the body and turn the toes towards the floor for internal rotation. And then we're going to lift the leg up to the side. And again, this is going to be for 10 reps, slow and controlled. The second 10 reps, the leg is going to come back in straight and we're going to turn the toes up. Now, what we want to be careful here is not to let the hips drop all the way backwards. We still want to keep them up straight and slightly forward. That's going to impede the external rotation here a little bit. So you're going to find that your toes probably don't turn up super far. That's okay. And then from here, we're going to do the hip abduction again. Slow and controlled for 10 reps. Excellent.
Good.
Good.
This one,
Yep.
am I not using too much of a TFL?
No, so if you keep those hips forward,
Yeah.